Most people will attempt to offer reasons as to why they believe things. Reasons which in their view justify their beliefs, claims, and ideas. This is good because it means that most people realize that they have a rational obligation to have good reasons for believing things. This is good because it makes it harder to hold destructive and undesirable beliefs. Obviously, things are far from perfect, however. Some people will refuse to offer any reason whatsoever, and even amongst those who do offer a reason, it is very common for those reasons to be absolutely awful. One serious problem arises when these reasons are in fact not reasons at all. They are a facade constructed around a baseless belief in an attempt to give it some credibility and respectability. Next time someone gives you a reason for one of their beliefs, ask them a hypothetical in which that reason is neutralized. You could even ask them if they would still hold that belief without that reason. If they say yes, they would hold that belief without that reason, then that reason is not their reason for holding that belief. Either it is a supplementary reason which adds further strength to a core reason, or they are an irrational and dogmatic person who doesn't have any reason for their beliefs whatsoever. When people give you a reason for one of their beliefs, find a way to deprive them of that reason. A hypothetical or a simple question should suffice. If they continue to hold that belief, then the reason was in truth not a reason at all. If they continue to hold the belief and are unable to provide a core reason, then they are an irrational and dogmatic adherent to that belief. This is of course very bad. It is bad because irrationality and dogma have no limits. Reason does have limits and works as a functioning compass which points in a desirable direction. The dogmatic and irrational can support and believe anything and everything. Rationality and reasoning points one in a desirable direction and provides limitations on what can be supported and believed. When someone claims to support something for a reason, ask them if they would still support it even if that reason was invalid. You can ask overtly or in a more subtle manner, depending on what you think is necessary to expose them. This is a good way of figuring out if they actually support it for that reason, or if that reason is just a mask disguising a grotesque, irrational belief. Is the reason the true basis of the belief, or merely a hollow shell, constructed to give irrationality some protection? Is the reason the foundation of the belief upon which it sits, or a fortification built around it, intended to disguise its irrationality? Is the reason truly why they support something, or do they support it for irrational, emotional, dogmatic reasons, and simply use irrational reasons as a mask, a facade to hide the grotesque, irrational reality? When discussing matters of politics and philosophy, this is of the utmost importance. Is the reason even a reason at all? Only through its removal can one find out. Neutralize and remove the reason, and see if the belief persists. Seek to identify irrationality. Try to make this identification not only when engaging with your enemies. Try to make it when engaging with yourself.